everyone, and welcome to a special vlog of Paperback Princess. My name is Nicole, and I'm here to talk to you about what happens next. I actually read this book back in October, but my mom is currently reading it. It was very good, and I passed it on to her. It was a really intense read. And it is now December when I finally get to do my vlog about it. I first vlogged about Colleen Clayton's What Happens Next when I did my showcase Sunday when I got it in the mail. But now here I am talking to you about having read it. So what happens next? It actually was a really quick read, which I really loved about it. I wound up reading it while I was in the car going to go see my college campus after having graduated for like a mini alumni weekend. And I basically read it straight through for the 2.5-hour car ride and just banged it out. This book deals with a lot of harder YA concepts. In it, we meet Sid, Cassidy Murphy, and we meet her when she's going to meet her friends, and they're going on a ski trip for school, even though she doesn't really like to ski, but she's going because her friends want to go. And she meets this guy on the ski lift, and she wants to go meet him, and she doesn't remember what happens after having met him for the night, and we know that something awful has happened to her, but she doesn't come out and say it directly, what happened, just that she can't remember, which is very sad and upsetting, because, you know, we feel bad for Sid, because after she's caught, after, you know, everything that happens, she kind of has this disconnect from her friends, and it's really sad because when she needs people most in her life, she's pushing everyone away. And she winds up joining like the AV club and hanging out with the wonderful Corey Livingston, who is supposedly a major stoner, Corey the Living Stoner Livingston, which is very cute. She ends up hanging out with him, and although they at first don't know each other very well, you know, he stands up for her when she least expects it, and this bond starts to form between the two of them, which was really great and unexpected for her, because she was so caught up in everything that was going on around her that she, you know, wasn't really expecting this wonderful thing to happen. I have my little notes in front of me. As one of her coping mechanisms, she starts running, which I've noticed is a theme in YA lately. Having main characters that run. I noticed it in Glitch. I noticed it in Match. I noticed it here. And that's just 3 books that I can think of it off the top of my head. But she starts to run to try to deal with it, and it shows all the different ways that she tries to cope with what has happened to her. I love that she starts to take her elderly neighbor's dog out for a run, and how she kind of adopts the dog as her own. Let's see. I loved her relationship with her little brother, and I loved how, even though things were hard for her, she still projected that outward confidence for him. So he didn't think that anything was wrong, and she still was there for him, even though she couldn't even handle what was going on for her. And I really loved that. I really loved the scene where she meets Corey at his job, where he works at a really awesome place that I won't tell you because it's really cute when you find out. And one thing that really, I always say that I love when books get you to really feel one way towards a character, or one way not towards a character. And one character that I really, really hated was Starsha. And I'm kind of like, what the hell kind of name is Starsha? Although I really think that it was a really great name. She's really, and pardon my language, she's such a bitch. Like, the things that she does to Sid without really being warranted were atrocious. Like, the kind of bullying that you see going on, and then for the school to not do anything about it, or to even notice. Like, I understand that schools are oblivious. I mean, I went to high school too, but that they were passing out these printouts of the website that she created about Sid. It also plays into this heavy theme of bullying in high schools, and this book touches on so many important topics that are important for teens to kind of consider and think about and talk about. I really loved it. I really loved how everything came together in the end. And even though we don't really get that definitive ending, we're left with this open kind of life is moving on. That, even though these horrible, horrible things have happened to Sid, there is still life for her. It goes along with those strong anti-bullying messages that, there is more. It's worth living for. You shouldn't give up. And I think that this book did a really, really great job of spreading that and getting that out there. I recommend it to all of my friends to check it out. If you remember, a few months ago, Kristen bought a copy of her own. But it was just really, really great and really worthy of being checked out. So, if you've enjoyed this vlog about Colleen Clayton, what happens next, feel free to please leave me a comment and let me know how awful I did, what I should and shouldn't do differently. I apologize. I do have a cold right now, so I've been kind of sniffling and coughing. But again, really great read. Really awesome messages in this book. Definitely one to check out. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a good one.